Hush. Calm your nerves. Hush. You ain't going out there? Get down. Calm your nerves. Hey. Or I'll put you on that leash. I don't want to hear that whining. LoveLocsOracle. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I know that you probably can. If you can, you know I'll start this bitch all over again. We can recap, bitch. But I must say, there ain't no such thing as family when it comes down to me. Ain't no family. I don't know what family is. I probably had it in my mind as an illusion when I was a child, but even then, like, the people that said they was my family, they didn't like me. So, shit, a lot of people don't like me. And that's okay with me, but I'm not gonna hold my tongue for you, though. I can tell you that much. Reading is always for Scorpio. I don't have a title. I just want to get straight to the goddamn point and tell you what the fuck going on. That's pretty much it. So when I was getting my stuff out, this card says, and when I was in the bag, I seen this as well. It says they think they know your pain. They don't. These people don't know my pain, and they don't know yours neither, Scorpio. They don't know what your pain is. They think because you look good or whatever the heck the case may be, they worried about if you sleeping in the car, if you doing this, if you doing that. I'm just minding my business, man. Doing what I have to do for myself. I ain't telling nobody where I'm going. I'm not in Florida, so I can tell you that right now. I'm up north somewhere. That's how bad I don't want people knowing where I'm at. I've done had people gang stalking me. They've been doing this shit all my life. They've been watching me all my life. They've been seeing what I'm doing and where I'm going all my life. Only because they stole me as a child and they spent whatever the money was that was left for me. And what you see is what you get. If I'm in the car giving you a reading, then it's meant for me to give you a car reading. And if I'm always in the car giving you a reading, then that's just where the reading is going to be at, in the fucking car. The fuck? I don't have family. Everybody disowned me, made their own families. They did that shit because They was stopping my success and didn't want me to be independent and didn't want me to be, so I don't need your head ass. And so I don't become this spiritual guide because I'm a woman, so I should stay this hoochie or this hoe. You can find it in the description box if you want to read in the description box. My email is there. All social media platforms are there as well. And the fact that I always be on the move, I ain't got time to really be on the other platforms like I really want to. I was seeing the tower cards. Somebody's a coward. The tower card in reverse. Shit falling. I also was thinking about when I made that post, that live post, and I told you how I was in Florida at the time. And I drove all the way down to Pensacola to show these people, to show my grandmama and my granddaddy what these people did to me. These same people traveled to wherever my daddy was at to kill him, so that they can take whatever belonged to me. They also committed fraud in my name. My own mother is a narcissist. I'm always telling my story because it's meant for me to tell my story. That's a part of my testimony. And I include Scorpios because I'm a Scorpio. They want you to be burdened, but you're not burdened. It's in reverse. The truth is unraveling is when I see that card. They're trying to stop the truth from unraveling. These people really collaborated to steal from you, to stop your independence, to stop you from being independent like you need them or something. You don't need them. You never did. Shit, you didn't even need them when you was a child. When I was a child, what people don't know is that my own mother, somebody's a third party to your mother, but what people don't know is that my own mother used to sell me as a child, and we would travel from state to back and forth between Kentucky and Florida, and she would sell me. So I don't talk to my mother at all. It makes me think about that NBA Young song, NBA Youngboy song, the fuck niggas. There's a community of people that's going to jail for what they did to you as a child, and then they was running around laughing about it, joking about it, making fun about it. All my goddamn life, people have pretty much put me in the box of being a whore, being a sex slave, because of the way that my mother did me as a child and as a teenager. And I wasn't playing when I said that I grew up knowing that my mama was my sister and my mother was my grandmother. At this phase in my life, I'm healing my inner child. And I'm protecting my child from what I actually went through. Because I don't want my child to experience any of the things that I had to ask God to remove out of my life. And now that I'm here to tell my testimony, I told bits and pieces of it, but I ain't tell the full story. I told the story so good when I was living in Kentucky. I worked for a nonprofit. It was called Step by Step, and it was for single mothers that went through a lot of trauma. People dealing with CPS cases, all kinds of stuff. I took a different path in life. And yes, I did hang new gang bangers and all that shit. I knew all them people. But I took a route in life from an example of my grandmother. Even though we grew up in the hood, my grandmother did things outside of the hood that inspired me the most to never ever be like the people. So when I say I got a family filled with pedophiles on my so-called mama side of the family, I don't see these people as family. I also don't see anything funny about what I'm saying either. Because when a bitch keep laughing, that's how you know they finna go through the same shit you went through. And they can go through it as an adult. God got a funny way of showing us things. When I say that from Florida to Kentucky, the both of them places ain't nothing to go back to. I had to break a generational curse, not knowing that the curse was gonna cause me to. I had to really isolate myself from my child. People want me to be out here traveling to have sex, bitch. I'm telling you, I will buzz the fuck out of my pussy before I just want to lay down with some random person just because. Just because I want to have that feeling. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm letting them enter inside of me, get the inner scope of me, get the feeling of me, what I feel on the inside. And then we swap. I feel good and shit. You know, when you be celibate, you don't think about that. You think about $1,000,000 ideas. You don't think about no motherfucking sexing and whatever shit. You'll do that shit later. If you want to play with your pussy or play with your dick or whatever you gonna do in private, that's your motherfucking business. You do that shit at home. As long as you ain't out in public doing that shit and exploiting people and all that stuff. Yeah, people have exploited me too. They have used my body to make money, even when I was fat, even now at the size that I am. People have also tried to say that I was pregnant. I ain't fucking pregnant. I ain't got no baby. I refuse to be. There was a time frame in my life where I did want to have another baby. Did I? Hell no. Hell no. Do I got exes? Hell fuck no. I ain't got no exes. I only know 2 people off the top of my fucking head that I can fucking name right now. One was 6 years and one was 10 to 15 years. Bitch, fuck you. And one of them in the grave. So we can talk about something else, bitch. To be honest with you, they both might be. Every time I get with somebody, they always want to kill them. And then they send people and shit, be like, yeah, go and have sex with this person and shit. Like, that's some shit I want. I don't want that dirty shit. I'm not dealing with no motherfucking body that I can sit here and say that I want to fucking deal with. When I got enemies that are family members, why the fuck do I give a fuck about what an outsider is doing to me? I don't give a damn. I don't. Them outsiders don't compare to the blood that runs in the same bloodline and veins as fucking you. And they over there damn fucking you and betraying you. I mean, literally fucking you. They could have been doing this shit mentally, physically, and spiritually, just torturing you. Me. Of course, people don't want to accept me. I get more views on my lives than I actually do with and then they worried about how long I be on here. Bitch, so what? That's my business. I want to be on here however long I want to be on here. I can be on here until it's fucking Christmas, bitch. I can be on this bitch. You don't want me to tell my testimony? Well, you shouldn't have did what the fuck you damn did to me, because you'll be here with me today. That's how good pain fucking look. The Page of Wands, everybody looking all crazy and looking all goddamn astonished and shit. Oh my God, she done rose from the dead. We said she was dead, she was dead, she was dead. People said I was dead. Yeah, they said I was dead. Yeah, they said that. Yeah, they said I died. That's why they call say they think they know my pain. They said I was dead. I've been dead. That's why I say there ain't nothing for me to go back to. The soil died. I can't build shit off of dead soil, baby. I can't. Ain't nothing to build off of dead soil. Once it's dead, it's dead. Ain't no going back to that. Judgment is being called over these people's lives because it's dead. Ain't nothing for me to go back to. The person gone, the person I love dearly, they gone. My child gone. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I gotta start from scratch. And if it's in the fucking car doing these reading, then that's where I'm at. Cause I still remember when I was making them videos in the beginning, people didn't like what I was saying, so they went ahead and did all this old crazy ass shit. Cause you ain't want to be with me, you don't want to talk to me, you don't want to fuck me. Da. It's always been people that came in my life that wanted to play with me. Oh, she's abundant or whatever. Yeah, she'll take care of me. She gonna do all this. She gonna do whatever I say. I'm gonna control her. I'm a spiritually rape her and steal her gifts and steal her ideas and her dreams and aspirations and all that. Yeah, I'm just suck the fucking life out of you. Motherfucker actually should be glad that I drink a little wine. Because if you seen me off some liquor, my mouth really terrible. We gonna fight. Really. You better be glad I drink wine. You better be glad I drink the grass that's in the grass. Smoke it. Not drink it. Smoke it. Last time I checked shit, motherfuckers is drinking that shit. Snoop done came out with a new flavor for his fucking wine. You know he put some weed in that bitch. Once again, every time I talk about myself, this is how I show up. As a divine feminine. You want to make me be something that I'm not. This man carrying a nice boat too. Look like a jet boat. I'm the empress, and everybody wanted me to be juggling and, leave me out in the cold and, sleep in the car. You'll be all right and all that shit. Adult abuse, child neglect, all kinds of shit. I would understand if I looked like this. If I was upside down, then yeah, it'd be child neglect and I don't take care of myself. I don't take care of my child. But you looking at me like this. Every time I come on here, I'm presenting myself. I look clean enough. Don't matter if I wash my ass today. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm not fucking nobody. But I believe that anything around me is clean spiritually. That's why my outside appearance don't look as bad. I don't smell bad. All whatever it is, I'm spiritually clean. And I know when I do smell bad, if I start to smell myself, it's time for me to take a shower. A motherfucker ain't helping me do a goddamn thing. That's why I'm juggling my house, my home, my child, and all this shit. And this is how I'm showing up. It's crazy, ain't it? Everybody did this for money. They wanted money. Am I finna go get me a lawyer and come chase you down and all that shit? No, fuck you, bitch. We can let this shit ride. You want to take a ride? The Queen of Wands. So they was trying to say that I was this Queen of Wands, somebody who was out here giving it out so I can get some money. If that was the motherfucking case, bitch, I need to be eating filet mignon some goddamn way. I ain't even fucking capping. It's funny that I came over here and when I pulled in here, there was no truckers here. And it's a bunch of them that done pulled up. Everybody sitting back, they evil eyeing me. They, they doing shit when people ain't looking. I wear a crown of stars, not flowers. Earth angel, justice. Also, the justice system said that I had died. They put in the justice system that I died and I'm dead. So I'm like, well, let's all play dead. I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be dead. I would understand if it was like this, then yeah, I died, but I ain't showing up like that. They want me to be dead. These people, they don't love themselves. And they don't love me. And also, ain't nobody being intimate with me neither. People worried about, these people are fools. People worried about when I'm gonna have sex with somebody or when I'm gonna get married and stuff. I'm showing up as a divine feminine by myself. I'm showing up as an empress by myself. The world sees how these people are foolish. The people evil eyeing me, they don't love themselves. My own mother didn't love herself. She didn't love herself neither. That's why I'm saying these people think that they know my pain. They don't. The pain that I felt is to know that everybody, from the mama to the daddy side, they didn't love me. They never did. From the day that I was in my mother's womb, they was doing spells, rituals, and shit. They didn't love me then. So, like I said, I seen the Two of Cups. A lot of people are in, everybody in relationships. They married. A lot of the readers that you watch, they married. They in a relationship. They got a man. No, I ain't got none of that. I ain't got a sugar daddy. They didn't want people to love me, so that was a way to keep me trapped because I'm showing up as this empress. And that's fine. Shit. They did this because I was attractive, so they wanted me to be in the hangman position. Whoever this King of Swords is that was stealing and collaborating with other people, Yeah, this person is sick with the Three of Wands. That's how I see the Three of Wands at this point in these cast cards, because the Three of Wands is showing that this person is sick. They dying from whatever disease that they caught. Yeah, and I'm showing up as the Empress, so everything around these people, these towers are falling down. Remember when I said, I'm gonna go back to that I said that I brought the storm all the way from the Trail of Tears, which is Alabama, all the way down um to Tampa, Florida, where Orlando, Sanford area is. And as soon as I pulled into the parking space, I seen the storm coming. I said, here she come. My grandmama, my granddaddy, they followed me. My natives, they followed me from all the way. They knew I was going to make a pit stop. Every time I made a pit stop, it started to rain. When I got to my destination, I said, look at what they did. And I made a live that day, and I said, I brought that storm with me. I know my power. I know my strength. I know where I stand in my life. I don't know what dildo angel means, but I guess so. I don't use dildos. I don't use fake dicks. I'd rather play with my coochie than let somebody play with me. That's why I'm still showing up as this Empress. Like I said before, I was raped when I was 13. When I was about 3 or 4. Shit, I might have been between 4 and 8 years old. I was taking a bath and my mama tried to drown me in the bathtub. I still have flashes of that to this day. Nose itching. Back in 2023, I was poisoned because I knew the truth. I've always known the truth. That's why the tower falling. And it ain't touching me because it's all the people that were around me and collaborated in this tower that they created around my life. There's a King of Pentacles here in reverse. That's juggling the Two of Pentacles. They're trying to balance out their home life and their family life. Because this person stole from me. And they wanted to send people to gang up against me, you know, or try to harass me while people weren't looking. They thought that they were not as swords at me, trying to come in all swift. And that didn't work. It's like in this picture, it looks like I took one of them high school photos, you know, when you finna get ready to graduate. The chariot moved on from this foolish person. These people, they didn't love me. So I decided to love myself, take care of myself. The Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Being independent, even though I know that don't nobody care about me. I know that. I've known that since I was a child. Because even growing up, Yeah, I was being bullied and picked on, but I ain't choose the route to go bully and pick on somebody else. If I ain't reading the comments, don't take offense to it. It's just I want to get the message out. And you know I'll read them when I can. At night, the energy changes. During the day, I'm good. At night, that's when the energy changes. There's a King of Swords here. I also see that as Archangel Gabriel. Overall energy is protection. Again, they think that they know your pain. This King of Pentacles don't know my pain at all. You're a King of Pentacles and I'm an Empress. Make it make sense. We're not equal. And I don't steal from people. I'm not vindictive. I'm not somebody who's materialistic in reverse, just all about money. This person also could be a whore. They have sex with multiple people. And I'm showing up as a divine feminine. I've been raped and molested all my goddamn life. Mainly spiritually by the people in my family. So-called. Whoever they are. Because that ain't family if they do that. My mother doesn't have no pictures of me. Mind you, the 90s is when cameras started to come out. So there's no way people weren't taking pictures and, she was taking pictures with her friends and stuff. So there was no way that they didn't take no pictures of you when you were pregnant. These people also hated me all my life because they knew who I was and I never knew. My South Node is in Taurus. I was stuck in my fear of losing stability. I'm going to say that. And that's about as open as it's going to get for me being a Scorpio. But my South Node is in Scorpio, and I'm just like, ooh-wee. I think I got like 4 placements. It says, end your day with a prayerful heart. Reflect on God's love and ask Him to guide you tomorrow. And that's crazy to me because every morning I say the Father's Prayer and I give thanks for waking me up this morning. I give thanks for Him laying me down and giving me the rest as well every morning to be able to sleep, because there be some times where He tells me to sleep in until 8, till 9, and then get up. Take your time. Do not rush. I listen to what God tell me. I don't listen to what these people tell me, because I don't know these people. They don't love themselves, so they wanted to trap me. The trap is that they're going to jail. They were playing in my energy. And then the 8 of Cups walked away. The last person I did mess with, he was a Taurus. He was trying to say I was doing magic on him, and he was calling me bitches and hoes and all kinds of stuff. And Shit, before that, it was like people was trying to abuse me and all kinds of stuff. And then before that, it was like in the past, like in 2023 and 15 years before that, people was using me as a sex object. Whole time I'm showing up as an empress. I take care of my home and I take care of my child. And I do what I need to do for myself. Yeah, these people collaborated to come up against me. They said, we're going to sacrifice her. I'm actually glad they did. If I'm dead, let's keep it that way. And then that means that I can go on with my life. 10/17, 11/17, somebody's a Virgo or a Libra. That means that I can go on with my life. And I ain't got to worry about nothing. Yeah, they wanted me to be juggling relationships and people to not love me and not really care. Yeah, these people that came up against me were being sneaky. And like I said, these couples or third parties or whatever, they were trying to make me be a third party. They don't love themselves and they don't love the person that they with. Because as you can see, their person is minding their business, and the whole time they got a wandering eye. They looking for something better. Hermit. They wanted me to be in jail. My own uncle wanted me to go to jail because he killed my brother. And I knew. The tower is coming down on this Queen of Wands. When I say there ain't nothing to go back to, I mean to the point where family members, everybody, I mean on the daddy side, on my mama's side, everybody came up against me. Do I understand the real reason on why? No. I guess this person wanted me to be confused. They wanted me to be confused, but I'm not depressed, and that's what's causing them a burden. Is that I ain't depressed. I'm actually glad that everybody created a funeral, said it was me in the casket. Everybody wore shirts saying they missed me. Everybody cried, ate chicken and collard greens and everything like that. Yeah, that shit do hurt. Y'all was eating chicken and collard greens and shit, and I'm out here trying to fend for myself. And then after you said that I died, you used the court system to say even more that I died. Now they think I'm dead, and I'm sitting over here trying to talk to my child every goddamn day. And every time I hear a voice, I cry. Again, when a bitch think that they know my pain, you don't know my pain. You don't know Scorpio pain. You don't know what the fuck they been through. Everybody did this for money and just go back to the same resort of money. Now, if they use the court system, the judge has to get me to sign that paper. They not getting me to sign any motherfucking thing. You think that if you take a child from me, that's going to keep you from paying child support. Well, you can keep thinking that, because you lost as soon as you started. You went against me and I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't bothering you. I'm still going ahead with my life. My old tarot card, my old channel message cards got wet and destroyed. So I had to throw them away. But that means that cycle is closed. There's no going back to dead soil. And that's what I see. You can't go back to something that died. It's dead. It's over. And at the end of the day, me, I don't give a fuck about you, your grandmammy, your auntie, your cousin, none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of the people that came up against me. And to be for real with you, I'm gonna say fuck them children. Cause everybody wanna be in competition with having who gonna have a child first. I'm gonna get the child first. I'm gonna have a baby first. And you just like, go ahead. And they looking stupid now, cause you just like, go on. You good? It's just like somebody trying to speed past you to get past you just to get in front of you. And you just like, okay, you good? You got it? Yeah. Or that's just like somebody behind you and they flashing their lights to get you to speed faster. And it's like, bitch, why are we doing 90 on the road? And second, the fucking ball, do you not see that there's a truck way up there that's trying to get the fuck over? Like, pay the fuck attention. That's just like earlier. Like, I was in a certain area and it was traffic. And the lady was flashing her lights. And I pointed out, do you not see that all of these cars is backed up? Where the fuck we going? Like, have patience. Motherfuckers ain't got no patience. They ain't had no patience. They ain't want to wait on me. They didn't want to wait for me. They was like, shit, I'll go find somebody else, child, please. You take it too goddamn long. You ain't doing shit, yeah. And then now all of a sudden everybody want to gang stalk me and harass me and shit. Oh, that now you and you just like, bruh, you look stupid as fuck because I don't want you now. You told everybody I wasn't shit. You told everybody I was a hoe. You told everybody that I don't take care of my child. You told everybody that I neglect. You told everybody every fucking thing in the fucking book about me. You told everybody in the motherfucking world about me. Negatively. And you know what I see? It's the Ace of Swords. I see the truth. This King of Pentacles that I was talking about, they wanted to tried to put me in a commitment and then try to offer me up to the devil. They thought that they was coming in real swift to try to scare me and be sneaky and stuff. No. I moved on so I could take care of myself, pamper myself, do what I need to do for myself. And moved on from these people that was in relationships, confirmation. What I said, these people that going to jail for lying and saying that I died and I did not. And they was playing in my energy trying to cause some kind of death. Also authority figures. I'm in hermit mode. I'm chilling. God is protecting me. The Four of Pentacles. It's a lot of chaos and drama and shooting and fighting and all kinds of crazy shit going on in the background. That's why God's protecting me. Because he knew I was innocent. He knew I did not do any of these things that this person was lying and saying that I was doing. This Queen of Wands lied to my family members, and I know exactly who this Queen of Wands is. She's a Leo. I had to go to court on her, and I got a restraining order on the bitch. Do you think that after a year, a motherfucker stay away? Hell no. So she brought her bitch ass all the way from one state, all the way from Kentucky, all the way down to fucking Georgia just to lie on me and my child in court. And that's why there's chaos and drama going on. This sick ass, twisted minded ass bitch was doing this shit to me and my fucking family. My real family at that. I know what my last name is. But I also know who my real daddy is. And when I say that, I mean that I know the man who actually was there for me. growing up. The man who actually defended me and protected me and served with fucking honor, bitch. They wanted to send people to come up against me so that I could be in the 5 of Cups. So people can either walk away from me or so that I wouldn't have much. And I'm showing up as a star. People are fighting because I'm an actual star. They're fighting this person. And also I've been getting that energy of somebody running from these people and they shoot them down as they running. Kind of like the movie Life, when they crossed that fucking line, they had no choice but to shoot your ass. You wasn't going no further. Once you passed that nigga that was sitting in that little shack house, bitch, you was down. You knew that this shit was a red flag. They was sending out kinds of red flags and shit. They also tried to say that you was a red flag. This Queen of Pentacles was trying to block you, which is my mother. She's a Capricorn. Now she trying to hide her face because she wanted to have money, wealth, success, and then she breadcrumbed me. This is being exposed. That's why they trying to hide, because this secret about trying to fulfill some type of success to gain some kind of strength. There's an emperor here who is also my child's father and my actual father, who came in. They told lies as well. The Ace of Wands. They told colorful ass lies. You know, people believe that shit when it's colorful as hell. It look like a damn circus. Everybody want to go to the fair. Every time the fair come around, what you think people want to do? Go to the fair. It was playing with my heartstrings, love bombing me, gaslighting me. I don't know who you are, Aaron, or whatever your name is. The thing about it is, fighting back, I don't need to lift a finger. That's the thing. I don't have to. I don't have to go and fight you back. Fuck them. This is me fighting them back. Me just speaking. Because even as a child, I was very silent and observant. I ain't say much. I ain't say nothing. Actually, I didn't say anything at all. So me just speaking and voicing what is going on is me fighting back. Because a lot of shit that I've already spoke on is actually happening to people right now. To this day. It's starting. That's why I'm not getting touched. That's why the tower has fell right up under the Empress. It fell around me and I'm still showing up as me. Pretty, nice, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't need nobody's justification for what the fuck I'm going through. And I damn sure don't need you to tell me that I need to fight back, because I'm not going to go fight nobody about shit. Fuck you and them children and whoever the fuck sent your ass. Because look, when it came down to this betrayal, the 6 of Swords is here, meaning that I moved on. I moved on. I moved out of the way because God told me to move to the side real quick. Because he seen that I couldn't see that everything was falling as it was coming down. He said, move over for me. I was refusing to move over. He had to force me to move over just so that the tower can fall. Because he knew I was in the way, trying to protect everybody and help everybody else, but nobody was giving to me. So yeah, I did fight back at a point in time. I fought for my respect. I fought for my peace. I fought for this. I fought for that. I fought for a lot of shit. But the whole time with this good old Knight of Pentacles here, even when I was fighting for people and helping people out, defending people and shit, they told me to get the fuck on. They treated me like the cat I was and told me, go. You know how most people are. Some people don't like cats, so they get the broom out and they like, get. Me, when I see cats, I'm like, hey, how are you? What are you going? Like I'm having a whole conversation, cat meowing, and yeah. Cause I recognize how it feels to tell, even with little buddy back here, for a person to leave you out in the cold. They do it to animals, and animals be the birds and the squirrels and dogs and cats and shit be the most people that mind their goddamn business. Even a dog will get scared when they see two people arguing. Either they get scared or they want to jump in to defend the person. I was the one to defend people. I had to stand by people. I was standing by people. When I was talking about me being in that nonprofit, yeah, I stood by other single women who had children. I stood by them when they ain't have nobody else, and I already knew I ain't have nobody. All I had was my words to give them, and I would always tell them, like, look, I'm not perfect at all. Ain't nothing about me perfect. I'm only here to give you advice, and you either gonna take it or you gonna leave it where it's at, just like I'm doing right now. Just like they always say, take what's needed and what resonate with you and go on about your business, because you gonna make your choice in life on what you gonna do. It's community of people, they blind because they don't see what's spiritually coming towards them. They did this because I looked innocent and I look younger than what I am. Confirmation, and I said the Wheel of Fortune. They did this for money. They got this covenant go up against me, and also this King of Swords, who could be a Gemini, who was stealing while I was giving to other people. Like I said, I was giving to single mothers and stuff while these people was sitting behind my back and they was stealing from me. Now they slipping, they falling, they can't get up. Moved on. The world sees that I moved on from these foolish people that get wish fulfillment. The truth. I am a seer and I see the truth. The truth is, it's all about money. Ain't no other reason why people gonna do whatever the fuck they goddamn doing. I seen the Queen of Cups to the Hierophant saying that I'm cool on commitments. Yeah, people want to, I guess, so-called be in a relationship or whatever. I done met people and stuff like that and talked to them, and I be truthful and honest. Shit, I've been sleeping in my car, and I'm just doing what I need to do. It says they're mad because you're doing you, and they really believe that they was you, so that you have a copycat that believed that they was you. Could be that Queen of Wands for me. They're suffering. They're suffering because people realize who they really are. Yeah. Either I was sleeping with the devil or they sleeping with the devil now. What lies beneath the magic? Money and foolery. Divine magical. Divinely magical. Shit. Of course, people want me to believe that I ain't on the right path and all this shit, but bro, listen. I wouldn't even have came this motherfucking far if I wasn't. I ask God every day, am I on the right path? And he shows me every time that I am. I meant to put myself up here. 1523, that makes me military time we would be speaking is 323. 1423. 223. Also, those could be people's birthdays. It's a lot of people that have really came up against me. Yeah, I did want to have more children. But now I don't. Why? Because I don't want to deal with the factor of dealing with another child's father and then have to go through the same shit. Like, it's always been a fear for me. And yes, I be wanting to manifest that or whatever when I get with somebody, but in actuality, deep down inside, that ain't what I'm feeling. They took me through hell or took you through hell, Scorpio, and it's their turn because they wanted you to be religious. Religious revolution. And you're not religious, you're spiritual. So you believe in the spiritual things, the spiritual meanings behind God. Or whatever you believe in, the higher power, or whatever it is. I must say that I sleep good every night. They wanted to stop my dreams from becoming reality, but they took me through hell, so it's their turn. My hometown is filled with devils. Um, Also, your hometown is filled with devils. It says he or she is in the ICU, so your person is in the hospital. A long-term relationship, a past life marriage, 17 years. I'm really getting more of your person got married to someone else in your family, and they've been with them for the past 17 years. And now this person is in the hospital because they were trying to sacrifice you because they wanted you to be religious. God's been with you since you was a child. For me, like for some of y'all, yeah, you probably are gonna be in a long-term relationship, or maybe you were in a long-term relationship, or this person is in a long-term relationship with somebody in your family or somebody else. Somebody that they didn't want to tell you about. So they've been fucking over your life, my life, because they've been hiding the fact that they're in a relationship with someone or been in a relationship with someone for a long period of time. This is a past life marriage. Also, past life marriage, 17 years. That makes me that talks about Nefertiti because she was with Tumis for a long period of time, but they both died. So I feel like the he and the she is this couple. This couple, they're both in the ICU. They both in the hospital. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who he loves and being called according to his purpose. So Nefertiti was married to her husband for 17 years, and she reigned on the throne for 5 more years after that. Isis never died. She was always a guide for people when it came to life and death. And her nephew was Anubis, so he was trained in by Osiris to be dealing with mummification and weighing out people's hearts, seeing if it's light as a feather. During his mummification, when he would weigh their hearts and it wasn't light as a feather, he determined either they go to hell or heaven. This is ancient. Your hard work is paying off, and nothing happens overnight. You wear a crown of stars, throne of goddess, magical knowledge. You're not going to be crying to get to the other side. You do better alone. And they disrespected you long enough. And they wanted to blame you. And since they blamed you, you brought them war. So somebody is crying over the death of their person. And this is what's in your energy, Scorpio D. Somebody else around you could be, like I said, a Libra, a Pisces, or a Leo. They're crying over their lover. Their lover passed away. The thing about it is that they're a part of the queenship. They're not a part of the pharaohs, which means that they're gonna reign by themselves, but they gonna do it, but it's not in the same control and power that you have. Their powers, you're different from them. You're a natural at what you do. Isis couldn't rebuild after Osiris passed away. Your person can be a Capricorn, Taurus. There's 2 other signs. But the main 2 signs, their person could be a Capricorn or a Taurus. And that earth sign came out. You and your person connect with each other in your dreams. God showed you who they were. going to law school. Maybe you want to get into law enforcement and people know who you really are. Or maybe spiritually you are a detective. This was in reverse. It says you can let your guard down with them, but you're very well guarded, so you're not going to let your guard down with this person. Divine authority that restores what's been broken. This person is spooked because you get to start over. And their false reports didn't work. They also could have lied and said that they died, and they didn't. So you had a spiritual connection with someone and they chose to mistreat you. Yeah, a divine connection. It's perfect timing, wisdom, communication. These people wanted to stop you or me from leaving a legacy, but their lies didn't stick. Infinite possibilities, and you're the one and only. They want to do it with you every day, but you, like I said, you're guided. And this person isn't protected, or they weren't using protection when it came down to their stability and foundation. Somebody wants to come back to let you know how they feel, but it's like if they're sick and in the hospital, it's just not. I don't think that's gonna happen. What lies beneath the magic is that you've been here before. They created war, not love. They got a thing for you they can't let go. Your true love has never ended. Your real family, they're trying to find you, but they were looking, but they can't find you. Royal power. And you're not waiting on this person no more. I'm not waiting on nobody. They really believed that they was you. And they weren't connected. They weren't connected to God. There was no spiritual connection or nothing. Whoever they were with, they said that they was you. But if you dead, then why the hell would they be saying that they are you? I'm actually glad that people said that I died. Hopefully y'all leave me alone. I don't need no I don't want no family members looking for me. I don't need nobody looking for me. This copycat wanted to keep you trapped. I don't need nobody looking for me. What else does Scorpio need to know? This energy feels very mopey, sad. Someone's in disbelief because you ate a cups and you walked away from them. You didn't feel like that was funny, or like they did this to play on your spiritual gifts, but it's like you made your choice. And it could have been like 8 people that wanted to offer you a cup, and you walked away from all of these people. And also, this woman's on the beach. She's walking on the beach at night, fully clothed, whatever. I know I was on the beach fully clothed. There's a King of Pentacles that was being creative to, I guess, testing your strength to see how passionate you was going to be about pursuing your root stability and stuff. But this person, they never loved you. They just wanted money. And the whole time you're an empress and you're protected from this person. The Eight of Cups. What does the Eight of Cups mean for Scorpio? That they told lies about you and they were lying on you. That's why you walked away. They gamed in with everybody else, and yeah. And now they in the ICU, and they wanted you to be in the Five of Pentacles, but you having a different outlook on life, and you still showing up as independent, even though you didn't see what they were doing, but you heard them. You heard everything they were saying. You knew that they was gang stalking you. They was planning to hurt you. That they exploited you online. Also, with this Ace of Wands with the little twigs coming out, they could have said you had an STD, and but they left you and got married to somebody in your family, and that person that they got married to in your family is the reason why they sick. It's not because of you. Because as many times as you did it with this person, and you probably did it without protection, you didn't give them nothing. So for them to believe that you did from whoever was in your family was crazy. Now they regret it. For some of y'all, you probably did a little foreplay with this person, but you ain't even lay with this person. They ain't stick they rod in you, and you ain't let them slide in and out of you. So it was like, why did you do that? They wanted people to leave you out in the cold because you was loving on yourself, showing a lot of strength, and pursuing your success. You was being successful. You protected from all these lies. These lies they told to community, your family, because they stole your inheritance or because they wanted your inheritance. You're very powerful. Your power is what helped you move on. You brought war to this person. Now everybody's in their thoughts about all these lies. They feel some kind of way because they went up against you, and you don't want to talk to them no more. Seven of Wands, they went up against you. They in their thoughts. And you protected from these people that was trying to come up against you. They was broke. They ain't got no money. They ain't doing nothing for them themselves. They still in the same shit. And you knew this wasn't an illusion. You was being realistic. When it came down to your inheritance, when it came down to what they stole from you, what they took from you, the lies they told on you, you walked away because of these traditions. And they was offering you nothing while telling lies on you. They ain't give you a damn thing. And they was trying to say that you was trying to, that you wanted their money. I'm actually glad that I'm single. The Page of Wands, Princess of Staves. You know, you was looking into this. You was looking at this. You was looking like, the fuck? Justice. The King of Swords. Archangel Gabriel is bringing in this justice. Somebody is very well nauseous from whatever they said. Their head is spinning. They feeling loop-de-loo. They can't believe. Like, somebody could also be crying so bad to the point that that's what's happening. At this point, I'm ready to get out of this energy. Yeah, they had your family and people in the community to come up against you so that you could be heartbroken. That's what they did to me. That's why I don't talk to nobody. Yeah. They wanted to steal your power. They wanted your power, and they could have been deceiving you about who they were. And they were a liar. The Nine of Cups, they in their thoughts because they thought that they was receiving rainbows, and no. They thought that they was gonna get the abundance. No, some witches and warlocks, they want their motherfucking money. This person ain't got it. They done spent it all up on clothes, rentals, and all kinds of shit. A whole lot of people did. That's why there's a lot of chaos and fights and shootouts and gun violence and all kinds of shit going on. The Eight of Swords is in reverse. The illusion is in reverse. You being realistic. That's why you're not trapped. They can't trap you. They tried to break your heart to receive this inheritance, but they didn't trap you, and you knew it was an illusion. So you was being realistic about your choices, the choice that you made. They think that they thought that they was gonna be able to come towards you and be like, just leave it in the past, we can get over this. They got married to somebody in your family, like I said. A person that I know from the past that's a Taurus, even though a Taurus, it seems like a Taurus and a Capricorn is supposed to be the energy that I connect with spiritually, physically, and mentally. But those are the main signs that have definitely betrayed me. They didn't love me. They just wanted money. These can also be the energy of people who get married for money. If you ain't got no money, they don't want to be with you. But I don't have any money because when I was younger, my daddy left my mama some money to take care of me up until at least probably about 25 maybe. And my mama used the money to buy new shades and wigs and clothes, and yeah, she's an earth sign as well. Materialistic. And buy $1,600 TVs that was a damn touchscreen and all kinds of shit. I never even got to see a piece of my money at all. And I had to be the one to go to school with the same clothes on every day. I was trying to find love in people that didn't love me. I found love in the streets. My mama didn't love me, so I went outside to go find it. That also goes back to the energy that people think that they know my pain and you don't. That's why I would rather play with my pussy instead of giving it out to goddamn any and everybody, because I've already experienced trying to search for love in all the wrong places. And even I searched for love in the places where I felt like you know, those people, maybe they would comfort me just as much as I comfort them, but they didn't. And again, somebody feels really bad because they got married to somebody else in your family, and this person in your family told everybody that you was this way and that way, and everybody was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And like everybody agreed. And now everybody's like, oh wow. Somebody's like, you had us go up against our family. Why did you do that? I can't believe you did that. Now they'll never talk to us again. You damn fucking right. I'll sleep in this car until the day that God says, okay, here go your house. Here go your keys. Thank you for doing the right thing. Until I get that, I'm going to sleep in this car. Three, three, three. Also, again, these people made their choice. They had a choice on who they wanted to be with, and they had one to two options. So you was one of the options that just they didn't want to be bothered with because you didn't have finances. But the thing about it is that they sacrificed you in the past to where you wouldn't have nothing. You know, no furniture, no bed, all the things that you worked hard for, they killed the story. They didn't want you to be successful and, you know, I'm going to be more successful than you. And like every day I get on this platform and I do what I got to do. Um, it be times when I be wanting to give a message, but, you know, I be door dashing, so I be having to do what I need to do for myself. Like today, I paid for my shower. Yeah. Like I said, these people didn't love you because they just wanted money. They just wanted money. And the whole time you having a new beginning, you're a tarot reader, you're a spiritualist, you're very intuitive is what I could be saying. How far am I? Four of Pentacles. They did this for money so that, you know, everybody be well taken care of, and they believed that you wasn't going to give them nothing, and, you know, everybody else was well taken care of while, you know, you had to hold on to the little bit that you had. Yeah, they sent you all these temptations where I was, you know, saying like, we gonna have this, we gonna have that, you're my dream, and, you know, just healing all kinds of shit. And you had to move on from these people because they really was broke and they was feeding you some bullshit. There's a Queen of Wands that wanted to tempt you, send temptations your way. Yeah, this family member was a copycat of yours. And this person was tempted to get married to them. Your family was like, oh, she's better than her. You should be with her because she's better. Like, she's way better. Like, look at how she dressed. She got it all together. Like, she's dressed glam. You know, she goes out, like she got a lot of friends, and you know, people actually adore her. Yeah, these people wanted this victory. Now they feel hollow on the inside because they being exposed. And you moved on. I definitely moved on. Intimacy, balance. You're balanced in your intimacy. You're not. So somebody wanted to copy you having a baby with somebody, but you didn't even have a baby with somebody. That's the reason why they getting exposed, because you never had a baby. They sacrifice your baby so that they can have a baby. And they can't watch you no more because they ain't got no money to send people to watch you. The veil is being lifted. Strength, taking care of yourself. They was attacking you in your intimacy. So basically, intimacy is like, I would say, your sacral chakra. They was attacking attacking my sacral, so I wouldn't have any children. They under judgment and they being exposed. Excuse me. So yeah, I do have a hard time with having children, which I've spoke about this once before. Also, again, I know that a person doesn't love me enough if we don't have any children. So somebody wanted to be seen by you. Could have been a Virgo with the famous Dex. Took me some time. Somebody wants you to talk to them, but they know that you're not going to talk to them at all. You have nothing to say to this person. Let's build, but they doing this for free promotion. They want to be promoted. Yeah. They ain't looking for no no queen. They said they a king. They ain't worried about that shit. They don't want that shit. And you like, well, I don't want nobody neither. So enjoy. Easy E, do you see me? And it's just like, no, I don't see you and I don't care. Yang energy in reverse. This person is not the yang. You're the yin, but you're not. This person isn't your yang anymore. You see them differently. A bridge to the divine is in reverse. There's an Aries or another Scorpio that wanted to take action. It says, why can't you have any kids, but you look pregnant? The thing about it is, yeah, you got a gut and all this stuff, but you really can't have any children. Some of y'all can't have any children. Just because you're an empress does not mean that you're not abundant in other ways. No, I can't give you a bundle of joy and all of that stuff. I can't give you what you think that you want. Yeah, I want that and I can keep manifesting it, but I don't feel like God wants that to happen. September, this person is definitely going to realize this by September, that you're not their yang. Yeah, you don't trust no nigga. You don't trust nobody. I definitely don't trust nobody. If you're such a hoe, but why do you never get fucked? So nobody's having sex with you or laying with you or anything like that. They told people you was a hoe. But I thought that hoes, get fucked and have good sex and you're just chilling. You ain't having sex with nobody. Shit. You want to, but shit. Yeah, they did this because they wanted to embarrass you and talk about you being pregnant, but you're not pregnant. They wanted you to take something back, or they wanted you to go back to them back in the day. They owe you, not the streets. They owe you money. They don't owe the people in the streets no money. Now they talking about I deserve for you to go out and find somebody else. It's just like, but you got married to somebody in my family, so what you mean I deserve to go out there and go find somebody else? Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Why would I stay with somebody you got married to somebody in my family? 1133, a new beginning, trust the process, creativity, and growth. They wanted to embarrass you. 3311. But 1133, so if I looked at it in reverse, it'd be 1133. This person thought they was going to have a new beginning, and they didn't realize that you was rich in the spirit. Yeah, they talking about let's run it back, and you just like, nah. They was telling people that you was a wife and that they was connected to you, and you just like, no. Yeah, you know that they're not your wife. You're not their wife because they was using your name to get things. And this is a divine message. Or you're a divine messenger. In the evening, whatever they did is going to set you free. They was warned to not do this. Fiona, which is Hades' wife, which is also like a Capricorn energy. She had 3 girls and 1 boy. This also could be somebody in your family. They had 3 girls and 1 boy with this person. Yeah, this person talks fast. They probably stutter, so they have to slow down when they talk. Yeah, but whatever they did, now they got cases with their names on it. You're not their wife anymore. And you're definitely not locked down. You single. I can do my thing. I am not locked down. So tell me what's your name? Nobody will or can take this away from you. Whatever they were trying to take from you. Yeah, this person, they just wanted control over you. There's no competition. They can't see in the future. They didn't see this happening in the future. They weren't paying attention. And they wanted to be like you, and they're not like you. They're not you. You had to separate yourself. Your ex wants to come back into your life, but they have 3 girls and 1 boy with a person. You don't have any children. And you kept that promise probably to that person. You told them. They told you don't, we're together, don't have any children on me, wait for me, and you kept that promise. They didn't. Your payment date has been set. Yeah, it was all in their head. They tried to gaslight you. That didn't work. They tried to say you was a scratch off like Armstrong. Yeah, they was putting things in your food, and they don't know what love is. Because if they did, they wouldn't have did you that way. There's a Gemini here that's likes your body or something. This person thought they was a psychic. They're not. And you want these people to either love you or let you go. And since they didn't love you, they have to let you go. They have to let you go. They wanted you to lack your covering with God. And they talking about, why won't you wake up? You are awake. That's why you're like, why, what, when, where? Like, tell me what the fuck's going on. There's an Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, or a Libra that don't want to tell you, that was supposed to tell you what was going on. Yeah, they was talking shit about you, and they're being exposed. This isn't a radiant union anymore. The truth is real. How this person got married to somebody in your family, had 3 girls and 1 boy with this person, and they left you behind. They chose finances and gain and stability, but they destroyed you as the empress to make their relationships and everything else look good. And even though I say fuck them children, it's like, nah, I ain't got a whole bunch of kids and I'm able to travel, but I miss those times where I was getting ready to get my daughter ready for school and actually cooking her breakfast, or actually preparing for the new school year. Like, this is the first time ever in my life, for the good 11 years of her life, that I have not been able. She's going into middle school, so this is different, and it feels really weird. It ain't have nothing to do with money or sex, or I was doing this and doing that, or I was on drugs. Like, nah, these people said I died from homelessness and instability. On documentation, I can show y'all. I'll show y'all eventually what the paper says, but yeah. Astral projection. They was trying to project onto you, whoever this person is, but you telling the truth. They was trying to test you, your humility, how much you changed and grown, your life transitions. They can't project onto you. They can't. Because you don't have 3 children and 2 boys. And 1 boy, sorry. Again, an Aries, a Cancer, a Libra, and a Capricorn. This is a departed loved one. This person has passed over, and now they feel really ashamed for what they did to you. Now they want to show you how to have self-love, passion, devotion, and they want to protect you now. Transformation. But you don't want to hear it. Listening. Yeah. You like, bitch, if you don't leave me the fuck alone. Please. You've done enough. There's nothing to talk about at this point. Yeah. Broken umbrella. Broken spiritually. Made you vulnerable. That's what you was covered in. To break your spirit. To make you vulnerable. Send negative forces. This is what this person did. I'm sorry, y'all. throughout all of this shit, now they talking about, I want you to listen to me, just listen to what I gotta say. And you just like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. There was no reason for whatever you did. You sacrificed me. You literally came in like a motherfucking nigga on a horse with a rope like you was in Texas, and took whatever the fuck was going on in my life, wrapped it up like I was a fucking cow, and dragged my ass from up out of whatever the fuck. $276. That number could be significant. 53. This person has passed on. And they want you to listen, but you're not listening because they sent negative forces to make you vulnerable. So meaning sending sexual deviant entities and all kinds of stuff towards you to make you vulnerable. And to break your spirit. And it says fall back. And that's what you did. That's why you don't want to hear what they have to say. I don't care about what you have to say. Return to your innocence, your inner child. Yeah, they told you that they was a street nigga and they a thug and they ain't looking for no, they a king, they ain't looking for no queen bitch and all that shit. This is an emperor in reverse. Or somebody who was supposed to be your child's father and it didn't happen. This emperor in reverse, they couldn't respect your privacy. They was in a sideways elevator, not putting in any effort or counterproduction. And it says that they trying to tell you they lied to both of us. They lied to us. They lied to us. They lied to me. They lied to us. They lied. They lied. They lied. They lied. Do you hear me? They lied. Can you hear me? Listen. Listen. They lied. Listen. Listen. They lied. Listen. Listen. They lied. And you like, bitch, you believed it. 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 How many times you want me to keep telling you? You believed it, you dumb fuck. You believed that shit. You believe whatever the fuck they goddamn told your little stank pussy ass. That's what the fuck you believed. And then people wondering why that shit be pissing you off and all that goddamn shit. Leave me the fuck alone. You believe whatever the fuck these goddamn people told you. You went out there, you had 3 children, you married somebody in my goddamn family that had 3 children, 1 boy and all this old shit, and you did this shit to make it look funny, and the whole time we showing up as a damn empress. And you an emperor in reverse, you old fuck nigga. You somebody 417. You somebody who motherfucking goddamn don't do what you supposed to do as a man. That's why you an emperor in reverse. And you don't want to hear this shit talking about they lied, they lied, they lied. And you like, you believed it, 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 you believed it. You keep telling me that they lied, you believed it, you believed it, you believed it, you believed it. You believe any motherfucking thing. Why the fuck would I want to fuck with somebody who believe any motherfucking thing when you know you been with this person for however long, you been around this person, all kinds of goddamn shit. Now that you're dead, you want to come over here and talk to motherfucking Scorpio at the damn graveyard, talking about they lied, listen. And Scorpio over here celebrating with everybody else who motherfucking in the soul damn tribe at the damn grave site. We all chilling. You said we were dead, so we gonna lay here in our motherfucking grave like the goddamn, what's that? Is it Nightmare Before Christmas? When he married his dead bride? It really was a swap because he was supposed to be married to the girl that he met, but he ended up marrying the dead bride. So somebody was already dead spiritually. They married a dead corpse. They married something that didn't even exist. That too. How the fuck you gonna say that somebody is goddamn dead but you married to them? Huh? Okay. All right. Yeah, this is a flock of birds. Tell God your needs and your wants. They had a heart attack. They had a heart attack. They felt whatever they felt in their chest. Their heart dropped to their motherfucking chest to know that you was innocent, that you didn't do anything. You ain't got no STDs. You ain't crazy. That you ain't no hoe. They had no motion. You putting in the work. 441. Manifesting a new beginning in your truth. And they wanted to be in competition with you. Yeah, they told so many lies about you. They told your person so many lies about you. And it could have been a couple that was telling lies about you to your person. Now they know how you feel after they gone. Because whatever they was doing, they was being evil to you. And that's why it was short-lived. They wanted to start with you because they felt like you was running from them. There was a Gemini that thought they had the keys, but in July they gonna realize they don't. Now there's deaths that people disclose, but there's also deaths, like if these are a town full of devils, there's deaths these people did not disclose. But you wondering like, damn, did them people die? Like what's up with them? Like where they at? Where they been? I felt like I cried spiritually with no tears coming out my eyes because my nose is stuffy now. There's a detective that is reading all of these letters, that read every single letter that this person wrote you, and he probably sent them off, and they never made it to your address. They got sent back to them because that's normally what happened. They get sent back to the jail. So this person, this warden or whatever they are, they see that these letters are getting sent back to them. They tried to say that this person broke your heart, but they didn't. They wanted you to be the sacrifice, and you're not. Or this person could be saying in these letters how these people were trying to sacrifice you. What else does Scorpio need to know behind this departed loved one? What else does this departed loved one want us to know? This Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. Also, these could be couples. This Libra and an Aries is the opposite of each other. And they could be deceased. The opposite of a Capricorn, though, is, I want to say a Pisces. That's twin flame. But I mean, I can be wrong. I don't know because I ain't no Pisces. But what does this depart? What else does this could be a couple. Like I said, it could have been a Capricorn and a Cancer that was dealing with each other, and a Libra and an Aries dealing with each other, or it could be the other way around. Or this could also be couples that were fornicating amongst each other. So they were sharing whatever it was that somebody had. Somebody had an STD mainly out of this whole group, and they infected everybody. So what else does what else does this departed loved one want us to know? What do they want us to see, I guess, for the dark side? Because these are my dark cards. They say they ain't got too much to goddamn say now, because they heard you when you said that you don't want to hear it. Oh, we want to hear it. We want to hear what else is left since we here. What else is this departed loved one needs you want to say? The Five of Crowns. So it's kind of like you walked away from this person to love on yourself with the Two of Letters. Yeah, they was trying to come up against you with the Four of Swords. Also, this person wasn't protected because the protection left when you left. When you left them, the protection left. So these thieves are not protected. They're going down for whatever they committed. The fraud, the deception, the lies. It's in reverse. The Seven of Swords is in reverse. There is no more stealing from you. There's no more taking from you. There's no more harming you. There's no more trying to come up against you, trying to send women to come up against you. The Four of Crowns, the Four of Cups. Also, you're ignoring these people. These people are connecting the dots with the Six of Letters. But it's funny, it's the Six of Letters, but there's more. It's actually, it's seven. It's 7 letters here. And it talks about all the changes and how you stayed the same. You stayed exactly who you were supposed to be. You didn't change. Your wings didn't change. You've been the same. You've always been the same. You've always been who you are. Make all my haters go away. Make all my haters go away. People are mad at you because of a deceased man. That's why you're in hermit mode. Lavender, you're at peace with being a hermit and being a loner and being by yourself. Because you know that these people, they never loved you. They just wanted to break your heart, and you brought death to them. They're becoming the sacrifice, not you. You were never going to be the sacrifice. You've been too busy reflecting. With the Four of Swords, you've been reflecting on how unprotected these people are. Unsexually protected as well that these people have been. You've been reflecting on a lot. Dragons. And also I'm thinking about the dragon of the Chinese New Year. You know, their New Year is different from American New Year. Their New Year is not the 1st of January. There's a Leo that thought that they was going to steal from you. Coming in what they want, and, you know, it's all big and all that shit. And shit. A knight in golden armor. Or maybe there's somebody that wants to come towards you and they're not deceptive. They're not a liar. And that's also that card when I sat there and said that this person, that people came up against you. That you can let your guard down with this person, but you ain't letting your guard down with nobody. You don't trust them. These people are depressed because they wanted to come up against you because of this man. Stupid shit. That's the truth. With the Five of Cups, you fucking Five of Cups, they ass and moved the goddamn on. You moved along. Shit, you left 2 potential people behind and said, fuck it. I don't. The 3rd time is a charm, they said, but child, please, I ain't finna keep on drinking from all these goddamn cups. Your body armor, your armor brings you peace. Your crown is embedded in you. Because that crown, these crowns have armor on them. Like they're made from metal. They're not something that's being broken or defeated. Yeah, they wanted to drop your protection so that they can be able to sacrifice you. Leave you in the hangman position. Leave you hanging. Leave you hanging. Leave you dead. Leave you for dead. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to leave you for dead. I'm going to take this card because they wanted to fill up the Eight of Wings, which is the Eight of Wands. In the deep breaths that I'm giving, it's just like this is a bunch of retardedness. They was trying to come in real swift with some kind of communication. You know, this looks like moths. This looks like moth wings. These people are moths, like mothballs. They smell like mothballs. Somebody puts mothballs in their house. They ain't butterflies and fairies and wings and angels and shit. Those are motherfucking mothballs. The Page of Wings. These people haven't developed their wings all the way. They not developed all the way. They not mentally all the way there. The King of Cups. Playing on your crown. Trying to connect the dots in your life. And then then there was probably a Virgo that was doing blood rituals and shit over, like I said on the last live last night, I said that somebody was doing shit to these letters and doing blood rituals over these letters. Now these people are all hollow and shit because they wanted to have the victory over you, and the whole time you've been reflecting. You've been going within. I'm finna get up off of here. The Ace of Crowns. Playing on your crowns. They was trying to get that one main crown. And this crown, this Ace of Crowns looks totally different from all these crowns that they was controlling and doing mind control over. Like the crown looked totally different. I wish I could show you a little better, but just know the Ace of Crowns looks totally different from the Six of Crowns. It could have been 6 women. Somebody was doing mind control over these women or these people playing on their crowns. Could have been an Aquarius that was very foolish, trying to trap you with some kind of letters. Could have been letters from the government, letters about who you are, your mail being shipped to them, all kinds of shit to make it look like you was there. Yeah, the Five of Wings, which kind of looks like the Five of Wands. Trying to come up against you again with these wands, being very passionate, seeking you out like you some witch or something. The Two of Crowns coming in between a situation between two people who share a divine connection. Yeah, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. So they wanted to be with anybody that you was with. Yeah, they wanted to happily ever after. So they wanted to have both people. They could have wanted to have both of your exes. They wanted to be married to somebody and also be with another person. The Ten of Swords, yes. They betrayed you. Or they betrayed this person, and you're protecting your heart because there's a lot of evidence on these people and they're being judged. They're going to have to go to court. There's a King of Wands who wants to be a woman. And a lot of letters are coming out about this. And you're showing up as this empress, and you're very loyal. You're very committed. You're very well a committed person. I've never been in a relationship, and like I said, I only know 2 people that I can really name off the top of my head right now that I was with for a long period of time. And even if it was an off and on, it still was a connection. I had a connection to them spiritually. So yes, when they died, especially the person I was with for a long time, longer than 6 years, 10, 15 years. When this person died, yes, I felt it. I felt it back in 2023, this person spiritually leaving my body. I kept getting, when I felt them leave my body, I kept getting that the movie when he played, I can't think of what that movie called, but when he played as an undercover cop and he busted LL Cool J, which he was a top drug dealer, and the man was an undercover cop. Old boy was the undercover cop, and he was going in like he was a drug dealer. But to fast forward to the scene where LL Cool J had this man lay down on his table and stuck a rod up his ass because he was laying with his woman. Somebody could have also witnessed that. That's what's going on in this letters and all this information that is coming out. Somebody is in jail, or they was across seas or something like that, and they was telling every fucking thing that was going on with you, the reason and why it was going on, that they loved you, all kinds of shit. They wanted to keep you safe, everything. And also it could have been a detective, or this person is undercover, because we always get Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, they detectives, they fighting a crime. The very first movie they was figuring out, he said, who the hell he said 50 million. He said, who the fuck you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton? Bitch, who the fuck do you think that you got? That ain't Chelsea Clinton. And I don't even know if Chelsea Clinton even a real person now. I'm just saying. 1333, these people really thought they kidnapped you. And you Chelsea Clinton, and you worth 50 million thousand goddamn dollars. You really ain't worth shit. You ain't worth no money that these people goddamn trying to say that they getting. They ain't getting shit. That's what happened with people who kidnap people churn. They send you this motherfucking warning, scary ass letter and say, give me $30,000. And then you ain't got the $30,000. Then they'll sit there and say that you dead, right? Or they kidnapped you. Child, these people kidnapped you from a very wealthy man. Wealthy man. They was using magic to do this. And they was playing on your crown. Your crown doesn't change. This crown does look like the crown of stars, but they wanted wish fulfillment, so they did magic to get this wish fulfillment. Magician. They was doing magician work. But see, you have a noble heart and you're very well balanced. You got a noble heart, especially when it comes down to God, because those are lambs that she's holding. You work for God, you don't work for nobody else. This is a star. A tower. Excuse me, a tower to an Aquarius, probably. Somebody wanted to be your Batman and come in all swift. A Queen of Wands. They keep changing and they don't never stay the same. They keep going through all these different changes and motions, and they emotional and they acting crazy. Also, these changes kind of look like somebody bipolar. They going through shit. One minute they this person, the next minute they another, because they was playing in magic and they wanted your wings. And they was doing this because of these letters, because somebody actually loved you. And they was writing you. So when you left from when I left from Kentucky, I know these people were still in my mail. And I know that this Queen of Wands is living in the place that I used to live in, because when I first moved there, I was getting a lot of mail from the people that used to live there before me. And since I don't have an address, the mail is getting sent to the address where I used to live at, because this person was trying to steal my identity. And they have an identity crisis, or they bipolar. Again, they change. These wings have changed so many different kinds of times. One of these wings got fangs on it. One of them, they look like a mothball. They change in so many different ways, whoever this Queen of Wands is. Like right now, their wings are very transparent, so they're very thin. Maybe somebody could be skinny. They're really thin. They're dying. They're very transparent, meaning that people can see them for who they really are. They can see right through them. When my feet get swollen, they get stuck in between them goddamn thongs and them toes. My feet so damn swole right now. I know they swollen because I can barely move my damn toes. My feet be swole. You can also be suffering from swollen feet. You know, they be saying that has something to do with pregnancy and stuff, but no, I did eat some salt. It was some french fries I was eating earlier. And my feet already flat as a motherfucker, so it's like I don't have an arch. So, of course, like, it's kind of like me hanging upside down and all the blood rushing to my head, but then it ain't rushing to my head, it's rushing to my feet. And then I be on my feet too when I do a dash and shit. But anyway, that's just off the subject. Yeah, this person changes. They very young minded, and they was using young people to come up against you, and you got information on this person because you might be spiritually blind with the Two of Swords, but you heard everything that this person was saying and how they was trying to come up against you for, and you're a star. Yeah, and you got dragons. They got all these people with these crowns. You got dragons. Like, bitch, I will set that shit on fire, turn that bitch into motherfucking good ass metal, and make me some swords with that bitch. Yeah, they did. They wanted to come up against you, especially this emperor, because you're a seer and you see exactly what the hell they was doing. Right behind this is fate. This is a fated event. This is supposed to happen. Because it was short-lived, because they was being evil. People are finding out that this person killed somebody just to get this money. They like, so you killed this girl just to get this money? And the whole time, the people that's saying this, they like, we know that she alive, so you killed this girl, took over her life, her identity, just to get this money? Or just to get this money from this man? The whole time, they sacrificed this departed loved one, and they sent the money to your address that you used to live at, and you don't live there no more. And there was a letter, somebody was telling you how they felt, love and stuff like that. They thought that they was gonna steal this. They didn't steal anything, because they can't lie about nothing. They're not a liar. They're not a good liar. Yeah, this is a love letter somebody sent you because they see how much you changed, but you stayed the same. The Two of Wings. They was trying to come in real swift because they was trying to steal. And they got these old crusty bats who could be a Queen of Swords. These are witches. Old crusty witches. Old crusty women. Maybe this could be people in their family. They old and crusty. And they upset because this man actually loved you. And they decided to take him out. After he found out that they were attacking him. They took this man out. And the only reason why it's still dragging on for so damn long is because of this. But anyway, Scorpio, I appreciate everybody coming on here. And it's always love, peace, and goddamn hair grease. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.